If a global macroeconomic shock hit tomorrow, where would you actually want your money? Safe inside a physical moat of concrete and steel, or protected by a pristine balance sheet made entirely of math?
That is the ultimate question, right?
It really is. Welcome to today's deep dive, everyone. We are jumping straight into the 2025 SEC annual reports of two Philippine consumer staple giants. We've got Monde Nissin, or Monde E, and Century Pacific Food, known as CNPF.
And we're not just looking at their products. We are looking strictly at how these titans insulate themselves from disaster.
Yeah, it's basically a heavyweight bout of supply chain dominance versus a financial fortress.
So, okay, let's unpack this. Are you betting on physical assets or, pure liquidity?
Right, it's a study in complete opposites.
Right.
Let's start with M&DE because they are fully committed to this vertical integration shield. They don't just package products.
Yep.
Their 2025 filings show they produce the vast majority of their own flour internally.
Wait, like they mill it themselves? Yeah, exactly. Down at their Santa Rosa and Calaca facilities. And rather than buying milled flour from suppliers, they use an affiliate's grain import terminal to procure raw wheat in massive bulk.
Oh, wow. So they completely bypass third-party millers.
Exactly. They capture all that margin those middlemen would normally take, which is crucial for protecting heavy-hitting, price-sensitive brands like Lucky Me.
I mean, it's basically owning the cow instead of just buying the milk, right?
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
But, okay, let me push back a little here. They are tying up hundreds of millions in capital to build and maintain these physical mills. Doesn't tying up capital in that massive footprint
Yeah.
actually make them, like, more vulnerable to localized disruptions?
It's a fair point.
Like if a local grid goes down, all that concrete and steel suddenly looks like a massive liability.
What's fascinating here is how management views that risk. Yes, physical assets have localized vulnerabilities, but that integration provides absolute quality control. And, more importantly, structural cost insulation from volatile global raw asset markets. When wheat prices spike globally, Mondi isn't absorbing the compounded markup of a panicked middleman.
Ah, I see. So it justifies the physical footprint, which, brings us perfectly to CNPF because their strategy is literally the exact inverse.
Totally. If Mondi builds a physical shield, CNPF builds a financial one.
Exactly. Looking at their 2025 capital structure, CNPF boasts this massive current ratio of 2.01x. They can easily cover short-term obligations.
And don't forget their microscopic interest-bearing debt-to-equity ratio.
Right, it's just 0.20x. But here's where it gets really interesting. You might look at that and think, they're just being overly conservative, hoarding a rainy day fund.
Yeah, acting like a financial ninja.
Exactly. But does holding such low debt mean they're sacrificing immediate operational scaling just to, I don't know, go on future shopping sprees?
If we connect this to the bigger picture, you see the brilliance of the strategy. That low leverage gives CNPF massive flexibility dry powder, basically, to hunt for acquisitions.
Oh, like their 2025 purchases.
Exactly. They scooped up Loma Linda, which is this 130-year-old U.S. plant-based brand, and they bought fully integrated coconut facilities down in Mindanao.
Wow, so they are weaponizing the balance sheet.
Yeah, a fortress balance sheet isn't built to avoid growth. It's purpose-built to survive high interest rate environments and swoop in when competitors falter.
So what does this all mean for you as you analyze these markets? Choosing Monoli gives you operational synergy and physical cost insulation.
Right, shielding you from volatile raw asset markets.
But CNPF is the clear choice if you favor bulletproof liquidity and low gearing.
It really just comes down to which type of armor you trust in a volatile world.
Definitely. Which leaves you, the listener, with his final thought to chew on. Imagine a massive global shipping halt occurred tomorrow. Which shield would crack first?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Right. The physical flour mills that, despite being entirely in-house, still desperately rely on raw grain imports arriving at the port. Or CNPF's massive financial war chest, sitting flush with cash in a market with absolutely nothing to buy.